Alright, I just had to do this video due to popular demands. We are on site currently. I'm working actually. Me and my boys were installing. This is a 6.2 kVA SMS inverter with a 5 kilowatts lithium-ion battery from SMS2. Alright, we are installing it with 14 units of 450 watts. But straight to the video, and the video is just how to parallel 2 units of 10 kVA Felicity inverters. All right, I just have to use this rough sketch. Now this is our output changeover. I believe you understand this. This is our output changeover. You have your, maybe here is your NEPA or generator input. Here will be your solar input. Now this is inverter 1. The way to go about it is you connect the neutral of your inverter 1 in parallel to the neutral of inverter 2. Then you connect it straight to either to your output changeover or to your output circuit breaker, then to your changeover, whichever way you do your connection. Now after doing this, the next step as prescribed by Felicity, obviously this is after you have used your communication, that is your data cables and your current sharing cable, because you have 2 sets of cables for connecting in parallel for inverters. You have data cable, that one that looks like all these old computer cables, SATA cables. Then you have to connect it female to male, then male to female for the 2 inverters. Then you don't have your current sharing cable, that's that cable that has red and black color with green head. You have to still connect those ones. After those connections, then that's where you now come and do this electrical connection. This is the electrical connection. Now after you have looped your 2 neutrals, then you put on your inverter 1. When you put on your inverter 1, once it comes on, then put it off. Don't forget how I said it. Put on the inverter 1. When it shows on the screen, like the way this one is showing on the screen now, then what you have to do is to shut it down. When you shut it down, the screen will still be on. Then just press and hold the enter key. When you press and hold the enter key, you will see option where you will select the type of operation you want. You have 3 options. You have SIG. SIG is for single phase. Then you have PAL. PAL is for parallel. Then you now have you will still have option for 3 phase, but you select PAL. When you select PAL, you hit enter again, then the settings will save, then the inverter will shut down. When the inverter is shut down, all you have to do is just turn it on. When you turn it on, it will come on. It will obviously show HSE. All right, then you go to inverter 2, you do the same thing, turn it on. Then when it has come on, just put it off, then press and hold the enter button again. You repeat the same process. Select PAL. When you have selected PAL, the inverter will shut down completely. Then turn it back on. Now when you turn it back on, you see that the 2, one will show, the first one that you first put on will show HSE, that is as in HSE, showing you that is the master, while the other one will be showing SLE or SLA, depending. So you get. Now when you have successfully done that, then you know that your parallel is complete. Alright, so when you have ascertained that your parallel connection now is complete, the next thing you have to do is just to loop this live, the output live, to the second output live. You loop it, then you send it to either your output circuit breaker before your changeover or directly to your changeover. It depends on how you are doing your connection. Now after you have done this, you can put on your inverters. Once they come on, then the circuit breaker, that's the output circuit breaker that is under the inverter, you see output circuit breaker, then you turn them on. Then for your inputs, obviously you have 1 live and neutral for inputs too. For inputs, all right, you have 1 live and 1 neutral for inputs. Same here, 1 live and neutral for inputs. So if you like, you can connect only 1 input. Depends on the number of batteries that you have, because you know it depends on the number of batteries that you have and how fast you want them to charge with either NEPA or gen or whatever. So but if you are relying on only solar systems, you don't need to use this input. But if you are using NEPA, or if it's not a fully off-grid system, then you have to connect your input. You can connect only 1 if you have maybe only 1 15 kilowatt battery, or if you have 2 or more, then that you've connected in parallel, then you need to connect the 2 inputs too, so that the output current will be high enough to be charging the batteries fast. So don't also forget that the 2 inverters, their battery connections has to be connected to the same battery bank. to the same battery bank, not separate battery banks, to the same battery bank. So I think that's it. Thank you.